Good afternoon and good morning, Facebook. It's 4 p.m. in the UK. It's 11 a.m. on the East Coast. Hello, John.
Hey, Stephen.
Good to see you again. I got that line in first this time.
Never mind. I thought if it was my birthday, I'd give you the gift of saying.
Right. Okay. Well, for those who are watching us for the first time, this is episode 13, and we've enjoyed doing the first 12. And looking forward to this one too. And this is inspired by Invideo. Now, as it's the first show of the new year, first thing I want to say is Happy New Year, everybody. That done? Okay. Now, the way this show works is that John does... we have our first viewer.
Hi, Kelly.
Always a good start. Happy New Year, Kelly. Nice to see you. And we're off to a good start. It's always good when somebody's watching us. Although it has to be said, in our last show, more people actually watched on YouTube than they did on Facebook, which is good. We're getting an audience on YouTube as well. Right. John, would you like to explain your video of the day, please?
My video of the day? Well, I like to do these little introductions. So I've titled this one called Text Need Not Be Boring. And what I've done really is on the video, hopefully you'll see it, and it shows you just how you can jazz your text up. And can roll it if you like, Stephen.
Okay, would you like to go picture in picture?
No, let's just watch it.
Okay, so we're going full screen, and there we go. Now I'm seeing this for the first time too.
Hi. This short lesson is about text and how it needn't be boring. Now, in Invideo, we can do all the general things you can do with text. We can put a box around it, and we can give it a colour. So these are simple things here. So you can choose your text colour. So let's turn it white. And you can choose your box colour. Let's turn it red. And not only can you change the box colour, but you can change its opacity. So we can, have it as bold or as strong or as light as we want. That's opacity, but you can also change the text style. You can choose a font, and there's plenty of them to look at, as fancy as you like. Pacifico. What else have we got? We've got Monotone. So again, we can bring a degree of excitement to them. Again, all sorts of different things here. Build around scene, so there, and of course we can choose our different bold font styles depending on what we choose. If we look for pangolin, so we've got regulars there as well, but some of them also have bold. Bolithumby is a nice thick one, and again everyone I pick has only got bold. Let's look for I do wish they would put them in alphabetical order though. That would make a world of difference to finding the font you want. So anyway, we've chosen a font. We can do that. Gosh, gone off there. We can go back to text style. We can change the font size. 160. I'm not having a good day today. It's the new year, so we can change the font size, or we can drag the box and it'll resize. Can put the box back in the center. So again, we can fill that. If we've got multiple lines, we can change the line height. We can change the text, its style. We can left align, right align, center. All the things really that you would expect in a typical program that has text. But the big advantage that you can get from Invideo is, of course, movement. So we can animate the text and we can animate the box that's behind the text. So for instance, if we preview this scene, build your own scene, and coming out and then disappearing. And you have a massive range of those. Now you get an in and out option for the animation of the text, and an in and out option for the animation of the text box. And within the animation of the character of the text, you can animate by word, you can animate by character, you can animate by line if you've got multiple texts, or you can animate the whole thing, i.e. I've got like a little paragraph of text, and you can adjust the animation's duration. So if we change that from sliding to the left to one of many choices, so you can have none, you can have fades in from the left, from the left big, and again there's all multi directions. You can shift from the right, shift up, shift down, slide, and again all from different directions. Blur, you can zoom in and zoom out, you can bounce, you can wipe across the screen, you can rotate, you can roll, you can flip, and you can skew, and you have slide transformation. So those are the different kinds of things. Let's pick something simple. Let's rotate it from the bottom. So again, we've changed those. I'm going to increase the duration a little bit, and if we preview, we'll see the change we've made. So we've slide our text in, and now it's going out. And again, out, we can blur out, or out here we can zoom to up, we can bounce to the right. So let's bounce this one to the right, and let's zoom it down to the bottom. Again, I'm going to make both of those. I've got a 6-second scene here, so I can have like 3 seconds of in. So there, and now, woo, bouncing left to right and going down. So you can see that you can create some really appealing text, images, things, and of course you can have lots of different bits of text all doing different things. So what I've done here is I've done a few more examples of just what you can do. So now I'm going to preview all the different scenes so you can get some idea of just what you can do. The best way to get the best out of this is to play and see what you can achieve. I hope you found that useful, and go on and play. I hope that will encourage people to have a play with text and see that you can do some really great things with your text and create some kinetic style effects.
Well, the text is very important, isn't it? Because you've got to catch people's attention. And if you just have a block of text for people to read, they'll carry on scrolling. If you've got moving text, then it attracts attention. People stick around, don't they?
Yeah. You know, it's an addition to any video as well. So you can have moving text like subtitles on a video. So, you know, you can do a lot with the text that creates interest and then keeps people where you want them, which is on your page.
Indeed, indeed. And you can keep the hook of your text story till the last bit, so that people have got to watch the first 30 seconds to get the last few seconds. That's the theory anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now,
you also got to be careful what you put in your text.
Yes.
One of the group members, is in Britain. He's really struggling to get a Facebook ad he's created in Invideo accepted. It's a lingerie site. He's got no naughty pictures of any shape or form, or any pictures at all, and yet he's still struggling because of the words he's using in his advert. So you've got to be careful what you put in your text as well.
Yeah, and Barb's joined us. Say hello to Barb.
Hi, Bob.
Happy New Year. There is an art to choosing the right type and animation for the text message. So you need some artistic ability, Barb is saying. And John's having a drink.
Yeah, I've got a bit of a sore throat, unfortunately. It was my birthday present to have a flipping flu. Well, not flu, cold.
Cold.
Yeah. I think the important thing is that it's got to be appealing. Yeah. You know, and not overly complex, i.e. if it spends its life bouncing up and down, no one's going to read that.
True.
It comes in and then goes out, but you get time for it stationary to read it. That's the thing you've got to manage.
And the other thing, which is a bugbear of mine, is you don't want to have too much text. Because remember, when people see it on Facebook, they're seeing it in their timelines.
Yeah.
And if you go from one scene to another too quickly, people don't get a chance to read what's actually been written there. And you've spent time crafting it. So the length of the scene, you've got to sort of allow for people to have time to read it.
And that's really why you've got to create a story with a combination of pictures, video and text, and not just hope text will do everything. Having said that, I've got 2 text adverts running for a client and they're working really well. And there's no pictures in them at all. And I think it's because they're different.
Okay, so there are no rules, but there are guidelines, and do make sure that people can read it. And Kelly is saying so many options, could take you days to pick them out with pick out the sim with the templates. Indeed, and as John was saying, alphabetization being A to Z everywhere would be a good option, especially in the fonts and the templates. Sorry, John.
Yeah, well, the templates is coming as a pick your own, and I don't think it's worth the effort there. Let's leave the man to concentrate on the good bit. But I really would love to see the texts types in alphabetical order. Every other program I use, you know, from anybody is like that.
Yeah, it's just
alphabetical,
common sense, and not difficult to do. And once you've got the list to alphabetize it, is not rocket science. It's just one of those things which makes a difference to everybody. And Barb's saying, absolutely agree with that, John. Coming up with the right text is also an art.
Yes.
Okay. Now, coming up with a perfect website is something that Invideo have been working on, and we have the 2020 version of the website, which we've just discovered. So I'm going to share screen and we'll just give you a short tour of the website.
We've gone for a nice clean look.
They have, and I'm going to come back, and what we'll do to give you a full presentation is we'll bring it up on screen and then go full screen, so you can still hear John and I, but this is the new website by Invideo. It's just one page, whereas before it was scrolling and you could spend all your day reading what was on it. Now you just got one entry screen and you can log in, but importantly, you can see at a glance the actual pricing. Now, you had some information on this, John.
Well, I read in the community that Professional was going, but I can't find the article any longer, so I'm wondering if that's all changed.
Right, so the article's gone, but not the pricing yet. Okay, I'm going to switch to monthly pricing so that we know what the maximum price is. At the moment, Professional is $6, Business is $30, and it's the most popular one. But even one of the things that attracts me is even on the free plan, there are no watermarks, and you've got reseller rights.
No, there's no reseller rights on the free plan.
Sorry, on the $6 plan.
$6 plan, yeah.
Yeah.
And you get 10 minutes versus 15 minutes.
Yeah.
But it'll be interesting to see. I'm sure Abelish will comment on whether a plan is staying, changing, or whatever. I've got an interesting question that I've just thought of. If you go back to the introduction screen, click the Invideo logo and take us back.
Just a minute. I'll try my best.
Or back arrow. Yep.
I'm back. Yep.
Okay, you can see templates. Can you actually see the templates without logging in? That's a question.
I'll try that. We're game for anything. I'll go and click the templates tab, and it's switching us over. And there's templates.
But you're logged in, aren't you, Stephen?
Okay, I shall log out. Okay, and I shall hit templates. Try again. We're persistent, if nothing else. It's asking me to log in.
That's a bit of a disappointment that you can't see the templates without logging in.
Yeah.
They need to find a way of people being able to see how exciting they are without logging in.
Indeed.
Because they are exciting. I mean, I've got 4 other template-based products, and you pay $47 a month to see the templates, and if you don't pay your $47, you lose access to them all. And B, they're nowhere near as many. And one of those products is now in its coming up 5th year, which is a great product as well. But I promise not to mention the rival products on here.
True. We've got different approaches as well, but this is the New Year and the January calendars.
Yeah.
So if you're putting something like that together, you can just take a template. And shall we just take one at random?
I think the important thing to remember is I've seen a few people saying, "Oh, I wish I could change the pictures in templates." You can change all videos and all pictures in any of the templates, as well as changing the text. So the templates are very, very versatile.
Okay, we've got Hugging Day.
Yeah.
Is it
too old for Hugging Day, I think.
Right, I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to stop myself in tracks. We've got ready to go videos.
Yep, they're quite interesting as well.
Yeah, so you can just take the video, and if you've got a pizzeria, then you can just click on the pizzeria promo.
Change the logo.
And it shows up. Well, let's play it, if you can hear it. Okay.
Again, you can change the pizza shop and you can put the logo onto that. But the rest of it could be used as it is.
And you can actually change the aspect ratio, can't you?
Yeah. A lot of the templates now come with all 3 aspect ratios. The thing to remember is if you're creating your own, you can do that yourself. So if you use the "I'm a professional" method at the bottom of the screen, you can do that yourself. That actually, I think, should have its own same box, the same size as the other 2 items, the listicle and the template, because some people don't even realize it exists. They look at the 2 options and don't realize the 3rd option at the bottom of the page actually exists.
Yeah, I agree. It's just tidying up, isn't it, really?
Yeah. Well, that's a couple of suggestions for them today. Please put your fonts in alphabetical order and give do it your own, or do it yourself, however you want to call it, the same size box as the other 2.
Yeah. I mean, these are not major things. They're just things that make life a bit easier to use, because we are, as we said at the top of the show, inspired by Invideo. And it's the best short business video creation system that we've found between us. And John's been doing this for longer than I, and John recommended it to me. So there you have it. Okay, now I've got another short video. This is going back. Now, this is, I mean, we're presenting the show, but we want the show to be for all Invideo creators. And we're fortunate in the last quarter of last year to have been joined by Kevin Arrow, and also by our good friend Matthias. And I'm just going to bring up one of Matthias's videos and up onto the screen. I'm going to go full screen with it, and I'm going to press play. So this is Matthias Hauser, and he has gone on, since he was on our show, he's actually gone on to open up his own short video agency. And this was where it all began. So it's gone from fractal art for sale to actually creating artworks for people.
Into cushions, wasn't he?
Yeah. So it just shows you can come on this show. We'll show your videos. You'll have an appreciation of them. We rarely criticize. And we'll play the video in full. And you can even come on and you can talk about your videos as well. You chat to John and I and take questions from the audience. And it's a free service.
I'll repeat my challenge. Please, could someone from Invideo come and join us as we can ask you some questions?
Indeed. And I should put this up on the screen.
Or put the Invideo logo up, Stephen.
It's in fact an Invideo production. I keep forgetting, because we did the Blabbing for Britain show this morning. We've got no logos on there at all because we're free spirits. But in this show, we've actually got sponsored or supported both, in actual fact.
2 free spirits, a moany old Scotsman, and a missing guy from Staffordshire.
A missing guy from Staffordshire. Yeah, I mean, he said he was going to come on, but he didn't. Not this time. Perhaps next week on episode 209 of Blabbing for Britain, which will be next Thursday at 10 a.m., 5 a.m. Eastern, and very early on the Pacific coast. Right, now, I think we did say in our last show, so show 12, that we put together a program of things that we're going to talk about. We said a lot of things in that show.
Well, what happened, you see, was we expected it to snow and be horrible and rain. And in fact, we've had a really sunny 10 days while we've been
That's right. You've been out.
And I've been out digging and cutting grass and blackberries and things like that.
And you've been allotmenteering, and we've been walking and running, and it's just been good to have a break. I mean, it's been 2 weeks since our last show, and it's been great to actually have a rest. But we are putting together between us a list of topics for upcoming shows, so we can tell you in advance what's going to be on the shows. And that has 2 advantages. 1, you'll know what's going on, and 2, so will we.
We can make a change.
Well, because we come on here and we wing it, but if we've got a plan, then we can actually work to the plan.
Yeah. The videos I've been doing, I've tried to look at what's been asked in the previous 10 days or so and pick something, that's been a topic on the community or within the community. It'd be nice actually to have some ideas in advance. So if you want to tell us what you'd like us to cover, we'd be very happy for that as well. So ping it down below, and we're only too happy to go away and come up with something.
Totally. And this is a request, really. John and I both like the Invideo page on Facebook. That's because we like Invideo. If you're a member of the Invideo group, Invideo.io group on Facebook, there are 4,610 other people besides John and I who are members. If you're enjoying Invideo, then could you go to the Facebook page and just press like? Because that gives Invideo greater visibility on Facebook, and we all win. It's a win-win situation. It takes 2 seconds, and no doubt John looks like he's looking for the link for it. But if you search for Invideo on Facebook, you go straight to it, and if you can like and follow the page, that would be absolutely brilliant. That's our payback for everything that they're doing for us.
And just to emphasize that, only 831 people have liked the page. So where are the other 4,000 of you?
Indeed.
Come on, guys.
Yeah, support Invideo, because they're doing some great work for us. And I'm trying to look for the page.
It's facebook.com/group/invideo.io.
Very good. Well, we'll put the link. We'll put the link in afterwards so that people can actually go there. In fact, is that it? Just a minute. No, that's Matthias Hauser. See, we don't forget anything. That's Matthias's page. If you want to go and like that, but that will confuse things. So I'll take that off the screen now.
Yeah, we'll post it afterwards, the link. But
Indeed. Now I'm going to be creating videos for the upcoming 5 days live, which will be in February, and also, I mean, I did this. I'll be doing a video for this as well, using Invideo. I was bringing it up on the screen now, and I'll be doing an Invideo to promote this, because if a picture's worth 1,000 words, a quick video is worth even more. And if you can name everybody in this picture, you get 1 point for each. And if you've got everybody, you have 13 points at the end of it, and you're a winner. But we had the situation this morning when we're looking at the photo that fonts, we couldn't recognize fonts. And that wouldn't have been so bad. But Fonz ran a competition last night saying, can you see me in this show card? And not everybody could. So that's going to be turned into a video. It will appear on the show next week. And you may well see a different picture of Fonz when I do that.
Yeah, somebody did something like hash a new hashtag, didn't it? Hash Fonz criminal, or
yeah. I mean, everything starts with graphics, and the brilliant thing about Invideo is you can load in your own graphics, you can load in your own images, your own movies, and then make them part of the final package.
Yeah, and of course you can create your own color scheme and your own logo as a standard, so that those are defaulted to when you open the proper program even up.
Yeah, I mean, you're in total control. Over to Kelly. Can you link your Facebook, Twitter, YouTube in your videos by clicking on the video, or are they just stickers they have? That's a fair question. John.
Right. The answer to that is they're just stickers, but you can go onto the YouTube. You can put links at the end of it on YouTube using YouTube. And there are a whole variety of third-party products that wrap a play around your video and allow you to host it somewhere and get clickable links. The one I use is Video Remix, but there's loads of them out there.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it'd be good. It's Facebook are they don't like you to leave the site, so I think they have their own interests at heart. And Kelly, again, like a subscribe button in a YouTube video. Yeah. Well, as John's just explained, you can have cards and you can have an end screen on YouTube, but on Facebook we're a bit limited.
Yeah.
Although I'll double check on that, Kelly, because I think dim and distant memories. I mean, we're having problems remembering names at the moment, but I've got a dim and distant memory.
We're both getting old. That's what it is.
I wasn't making that point, John. I'm older than you.
You're not that much older than me.
No, thank you for that.
That was meant in a nice way.
Yeah, no, I took it in a nice way.
Yeah. Stephen and I have been friends for about 16 or 17 years, is it now, Stephen? That sort of order.
It is. It's back in the academy days, which is a UK website which is no longer with us, but several hundred of us actually met up there, and quite a few of us are still in contact with each other. And it brought John and I together, and we used to go out and we used to sort out the world's problems. I had a pint of Guinness. John, you had
cider usually,
and we'd just sit there and work out what was going on. It was when I was up in Stratford. I've actually been in Wiltshire now for nearly 8 years.
That's amazing, isn't it? Time flies.
Yep. And Kelly's saying thank you for the information. You're welcome, Kelly. Right. Okay. Well, considering we didn't come in here with a script, we're not doing too bad.
Well, we've
we've
done
done the
our
instructional
half an
video,
hour, which was normally about what we do, half an hour, 40 minutes.
Yeah.
We really would like ideas from you of what you'd like us to cover. It is so important that what we do is interesting, because if it ain't interesting, you ain't going to watch it.
No, that's true. And we do want people to watch, and we do want to share your advice as well. So if you are an existing Invideo user, then you can come talk about what you've done. If you're a potential Invideo user, you can come talk about what you'd like to do. And John and I, more John than I, will actually help you do it live on air and afterwards.
Yes. Here to help is the most important thing for us.
Totally. Sharing knowledge. I mean, to us, a win is if somebody starts to use Invideo. As simple as that. And we know that because of this show, people have started and people have gone on.
We had an interesting question in the community. Somebody asked if we were the founders. I can assure you, we're far too old for clever ideas like that.
I thought you answered it well, John. I thought you answered it very well. So I thought, well, I'll not put my 2 cents in. But it's sort of things like that actually say, well, we're doing a good job because we're getting noticed, we're getting Invideo noticed. And Invideo are happy, we are happy. And we just enjoy doing it. And next week on the show, we don't know yet, but it will be good.
We promise.
And there will be some videos for you to enjoy. And John will have an instructional video. As John said, if you want to decide what topic to cover, then just either drop John a line or comment now, and we can take it from there.
Yeah. What I haven't done is publish the one that was in the last show that we did 2 weeks ago. Right. I'll probably drop that into the community, and then what I normally do is on a Saturday morning I publish what was in and Thursdays. Because I want to encourage you to watch the whole thing before I publish the.
Oh yes, indeed. And you can also catch the replay on YouTube from tomorrow. And the thing about the replay on YouTube is it's in high definition. You can press rewind, and you can ask questions and comment as well. And we'd like to thank everybody who watches on YouTube. It's an important channel, and more will happen on YouTube in the coming 12 months.
Yeah, and of course, this is definitely the international show. We've got Kelly, he's in Canada.
Indeed.
And Barb's in the good old USA, aren't they?
On the Pacific
We're, of course, in England.
Yeah. So we are truly international. And John, as is our... It's over to you.
Well, I think, we've done our half an hour today. We look forward to being of service to you. So it's goodbye from my friend over here, who, if you're looking for a local thing that's near to him, he's near Stonehenge. Most people have heard of Stonehenge. And I'm in the Midlands. I'm just south of a city called Birmingham. Right. That's the second largest city in the UK. Indeed. So it's goodbye from me, and it's goodbye from him.
But before we go, from everybody who's watching, from everybody who watches the replay, John, happy birthday.
Oh, thank you. When I'm 64. Yeah.
Okay.
I really am 64 as well.
I know. When we heard that tune first time round,
yeah, well,
we were both here when it was released. We thought that's a long way off. That is a long way off. And who'd have thought it would be sat here today, able to actually talk to everybody and reach out. We're just so blessed with the technology we've got now. And thank you. Take care. See you soon.
Thank you. Bye-bye.